off. Can you hear me now, guys?
I can hear you.
Sorry, I don't know if it's because I keep putting my hands.
Hello, and I'm Elijah. Oh no, it's getting really dark.
It's getting really dark.
Gosh, we get a new light.
We need a new
and we
light.
gotta shake it off.
And we got to shake it all off.
Gotta shake it all off.
Got to shake it all off.
The lights. Oh, there we go. We don't get any lights. Don't shake it off. No, that naughty man. You don't want to break it off. That naughty man. What are you doing, little naughty man? You don't want to broke it. You don't want to broke it. No, little man. Wait, you don't want to break it off? It's got what's got in it? It's got concrete. It's got concrete in it. And don't be scared. Don't be scared of monsters and ghosts and vampires and pirates. Oh! Let's go to the pirates. Let's go to the pirates. Well, they're not scary. They're not scary to you. You've never gone in that naughty band. Oh, yuck! Look at my face. Huh? I can see something red. I can see something far away. I can see the shop far away. Okay, a little bit closer. A bit closer. Look at me. I got a lot of bird hair in there. I can see the eyebrows. You're going to see him. You sure?
Have you got a brain?
I got a brain in my nose. Can you see it? I can see it. Can you see it? Open it.
Can you see your brain through your nose, can you?
Yeah. What about brains?
Yeah?
Oh, look at that.
Where's your brains?
A bee.
Oh, that's not a bee, that's a mosquito.
No, it's a bee.
Shall we show people? Look.
Naughty man. Oh, look at that water gun. I like this water gun. I need this tomorrow. I need that water gun. I need this. And that water gun is so funny.
Plenty of good fresh water, guys. Lots of lemon.
What are you doing? He's the best friends. You're the best friends. And don't be scared, Elijah. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Shiloh's being the monster behind, the monster that we cannot see.
No, don't be scared of monsters. No, don't be scared of monsters.
Don't be scared of monsters.
And ghosts and vampires.
Oh, vampires.
Oh, yeah.
What are vampires?
Oh.
Vampires are people who take your energy, aren't they? And they drain you.
No, they hurt you. Pirates don't hurt you.
Pirates don't hurt you. We like the pirates, the North Atlantic pirates. Welcome to the pirates to Great Britain. Hurrah!
Oh, you can say hello to them.
Say hello to the pirates.
No pirates. No pirates in the room.
No pirates in the room. And who are you?
He's acting like a monster.
He's acting like a monster.
Don't be scared of monsters.
Don't be scared of monsters.
And ghosts. Don't be scared of ghosts. Oh no!
Is there no sound
Vampires.
at all, guys? Someone's saying there's no sound at all. If there's
Hey,
no sound,
can
it's
you get them off?
well, someone's saying there's no sounds.
Look at me. Look,
Okay.
look, guys.
Is there
I
any
can see it.
sound, guys? Because I've just been given notification that contact with children has now been cancelled. Heads up, guys.
You're the best friends. Don't be scared, Elijah.
Never scared of Elijah.
Shiloh?
Or Shiloh.
Scared people?
Shouldn't be scared of people.
Don't be scared of pirates.
Don't be scared of pirates. Hey!
Monster. Get
Swallow
out
your
here.
food before you open your mouth. Swallow that first before you open your mouth. And don't you spit. Swallow that. Swallow. Swallow or go and put it on the plate, thank you.
Get out here.
Be nice.
Get out here.
So anyway, guys, I've been getting very strong, what I call downloads from the Lord.
Are you
And
scared of fairies?
while Elijah was listening to something over on the laptop, and while the film was playing in the background, there was some co-symbioticness going on in what was going on here, and the way somebody just woke up, getting ready for work,
Get out here, Lord.
finding that their front door had been, and the windows in their flat, high-rise flats. So these were people who were in high-rise flats, woke up in the morning, went to go out their doors,
Hey, I can say hello
and
to the
the
kids.
health.
I'm gonna say hello to the kids. Hello. Who is that? Vampires. And look at this. Say orange on the side. Look at this. You got.
While my sound is working, guys, can I just say, can we put out a statement as well, Amber,
Yeah.
to ask how many parents
Yeah.
have had
Oh,
contact
how is that? Vampires.
due to support workers not attending, social workers not coming into work.
Vampires.
I warned you guys, be ready for this. I warned you, I warned you, I warned you. I'm annoyed with myself as well because I'm not sitting here in the fact that I'm sitting here because 10 years ago I planned this for me and 4 of my children to get to the other side of the river before this happened. This was planned a long time ago, guys, and this isn't about a virus. This isn't about a virus at all. Easy.
What is that?
I think Elijah is trying to keep Mummy safe at the moment. Every word that I say on here goes into a computer, and those computers assess what all of us are classed as conspiracy theorists,
What's that fire truck?
whistleblowers.
Yeah, fire truck!
Where's the fire truck? Hang on, because Shiloh wants to say hello as well.
I say hello.
And you want to say hello.
I say hello.
I'm going mad at Dean
I say hello.
because I said to Dean,
I say hello.
oh look, come on people, fucking, excuse my French. Elijah, can I just go and show the telly a minute? Let me go show the telly.
Spider-Man. A spider.
Do you understand? Do you understand the reality of what we are facing? Here's your old people trapped in their homes. This is your old people. Get out of your box, people. Get out of your own lives and look at the bigger picture. This is your old people currently now here in the UK, all the way around the world, in their homes, isolated, alone, looking outside the window. EastEnders, sorry,
Get
like,
out here.
look,
What?
panic-stricken,
Panic.
alone, isolated. These are the ones coming together. These are the ones coming together. People like me. People like people all over the country, all over the world. We're ready. There is land ready. There are places in hills ready. There are places ready.
Don't be silly.
This isn't about fear-mongering. This isn't about fear-mongering. This is about being responsible for yourself. Yes, now they've got her. They've got her. They've climbed through the walls. They've all been literally, they're in this film, they're in a block of high-rise flats like me. We can't get through these walls. I can't get through these walls. They can, it's cardboard. Look, they've come through the walls. The virus is not the problem. The virus is not the problem. Agenda 21, control. Detain, isolate, You're going to have to read Agenda 21 yourself. It's to get everybody in line with a one world government, good or bad, we do not know, but we have a right to understand. Here you go. People in the know. People, look, here you go. Checking. Compulsory checking. These people think they're doing good. These people think they're doing good. These, like social workers taking children, these people think they're doing good. Clever people, where? Clever people knowing what's going on. Here we go. Do you want to be that one? Or this one? Or one of these? Or one of these? Now we go in two paths. Government control or vigilantes. Or we all go, hey, it's only 2 weeks. It's a 2-week holiday. It's a 2 weeks to be at home with your family. Or people start going to war, and that's not good. And no good. No good. We shouldn't have... Here we go. Here we go, people. This is the extent that this could get to. In 1, 2, 3 weeks max. People are going to get like that over toilet roll. People are going to get like that over baby wipes. Mothers are going to start fighting. Mothers are going to start fighting over nappies and baby wipes for their kids. Me, I think it's a great opportunity to potty train my kids to full extent. And that's how I'm dealing with the fact that I can't get nappies at this particular moment in time. Now, if I can put more petrol in my car, I have a feeling my car insurance has been cancelled though, so I don't know. It is taxed, it is MOT'd, but I have a feeling that last month's car insurance didn't go through on my old insurance. And as people know, the courts have illegally put 6 extra points on my licence and an 888 fine on me, and they're taking it from my universal credits. So I'm now sitting with £600 and I'm deciding what to do. I have about £1,450 in my car right now to be able to put my car up for sale. People are frozen. People are crazy impulse buying. I said slow and steady. Slow and steady. Just make sure that you got together to make sure that you had enough rices, enough pastas. Not greedily, not greedily. There's only me and the 2 boys here. If Dean makes it here, then there will be Dean. The only thing I haven't got is my beans and things like that. But I do have them up the back there. I do have them in actual pulses where I can just soak them into water. I'm not as prepared as I would love to have been. I'm not as prepared as I would like to be. And I'm not where I wanted to be right now. I wanted to be on my own land, and I wanted to be in a situation now that I could either be taking in the sick or taking in the well. I do believe that as a country that we could deal with this much better, and that we could deal with this in a way that doesn't impact Great Britain to a harsh way. And we can do it in a way without fearing the people and without having to take control of the people. If people actually do understand that, like Elijah was saying, don't be scared of the ghost. Don't be scared of the ghost. Don't be scared of the vampire. So basically, this virus has got to be a ghost. So basically, this virus can go through walls. It can go through steel. It can go through... They're telling you the symptoms, but they're not making you understand the virus itself. By understanding the enemy, you understand how it moves. When you fear an enemy, when you fear something, then it controls you. Okay, let me give you a free lesson here. Every single one of us in the world right now is going into some form of trauma. Every single one of us in the world is, even Boris Johnson has the weight of the world on his shoulders. Look at the person with the most certainty right now, Donald Trump. Look at all of the leaders of the world. Watch all the YouTube videos. But Parliament is transparent now. You can watch anything all around the world. Apart from the fact that we, the UK people, now are being punished for the fact that we went, fuck you, you one world order. Boris Johnson's clever, mate, yeah? And he went, fuck you, your one world order. I'm coming out of your EU, and we're going to come together as a united kingdom. He's given people the opportunity. Get out of this fucking country if you don't want to be here. And Boris Johnson should now have everybody on his ship who want to go in the same direction. Boris Johnson is currently our ambassador of the UK. He is our spokesperson. He is our lead person. He is the person right now who will get downloads from the Lord, and he will either trust his intuition and he will go with the Lord, or he will go with the devil, or he will listen to man. He will listen to the World Health Organization. So basically, the leader of every single health organization in the world. So ours at the moment is, oh God, she's so not prepared for this. She's so not the right word for this. And sorry, women, step back. Right now, you women, step back. Step back. This is not our battle. This is not our fight. I'm sorry, women, but you have to get your pride in check and your reality in check that we are the rib of the man. Yeah, and we are the one who is meant to be the backbone of the man, and that man is meant to be your husband. Nobody else's husband, not everybody else's, yours. Yeah, sorry, you lesbians or you gay people or whatever, go see a shrink. I'm talking to people who really truly understand that this is about a clean-up of society. Mother Earth has warned you through the weather. She's brought storms, she's brought crashes, she's brought devastation. And what has come from that has been community. When someone's home has been ripped through, when waters are pouring through, it brings the rescuers out. It brings the people who are willing to sacrifice life and limb in their own self. Fuck the fact that they've got a wife at home. Fuck the fact that they've got children at home. Fuck the fact that they've got a business. Fuck the fact that they're on their way to work. Someone's drowning, mate. Someone's drowning. And these people aren't willing to walk past now. The way that people have walked past people living on the streets. The way that people have walked past people who have been, on the floor fucking had an accident or been ill and they've just gone, they're mental, they're mad. The way people have walked past people who are in depression, the way people have walked past people who are struggling with something, the way that people have walked past a single mother pushing a pushchair with the shopping and letting her have to do this, letting her have to walk with a double buggy and 2 boys and lots of bags and having to come in and, people who will just, all right, they might step slightly out the door, but most of them are going through the door because we've become a very narcissistic, very self-centered, very me orientated world. And this is good, this is great. But as Elijah said, you can go into the dark or you can go into the light. But right now, people are going into the dark. And Elijah said, we need more light. The food banks are closed. The churches are closing. The council is closing. And you're going to find you're going to be on your own. Like I have lived for 7 years. You're going to also have the anxiety that I have lived with. Somebody's going to grab you. That somebody is going to put you down. That somebody is going to put an injection in you. And they're going to run a test. And you're either going to be free to go or you're going to be detained. Now, we can come together like, say, social care system, social, and say, but hey, there's a child being abused. We need this system. We need these social workers knocking on doors and randomly selecting parents and taking away their children and taking their parents away and doing these mental health assessments on them, but some of them are declared okay and some of them never see their children again, and they're pretty much isolated and detained. But now we're not dealing with social care. Now we're dealing with the healthcare that funds everything. Everything. Because when your birth certificate is produced, the first thing they have to take into consideration is your health. And then it's your wealth. And then it goes into your family and your community. And that's the way everything is governed. But you can't cattle everybody and put them all into cages and then put one mega big speakerphone over them and go, this is the problem, this is the solution. And as I open this cage, these are the rules that you are going to abide by, and you're going to stick to them because we just saved your life. We just were the heroes and the virus has gone away. And the only reason that the virus went away was because we isolated you and we detained you. There are people in this block right now here in Somerstown that really desperately want to go out in the garden for a fag. But governments told them that they have to stay in their homes and they can't go out. And already the community centre has been closed, so people know that this is really serious. And we've got people walking around with masks on as they're coming in to check some of the residents here because all the residents have been shut down. I, however, am not an old person, and I, however, are not listening to the rules. They see me out there on that table, what you don't see on my lives because I've got my headphones on. And I now stand on that table, not just in the dark, but also in the day. I put my headphones on and I dance. And I entertain the people at their windows. If only now, maybe my neighbours and residents might want to start taking videos. I do know that one of the lads caught me the other day with my nice fat ass and got me on TikTok. It was just me pissing around to dance monkey in the garden with the kids. But hey ho. Look how dead it is. And we've already got them starting to put the council things in. Look. And being that people didn't understand what I was trying to achieve, and I'm now not in a situation to go and get into my van that's ready, all fueled up, and it wouldn't even need fuel. It'd probably run on vegetable oil, and I'd have shitloads of vegetable oil available to me. And I would now be going around and making sure that everybody's okay, and preparing, obviously, the fact that I would have liked to have been on my land. Now, I do have places available to me, but they're not under my governorship or ownership. So I have to live by the rules of other people, and doesn't work very well with me. So yeah, as you can see, the buses are still going here in Portsmouth. People are still driving. People who are still walking around, clearly, that either don't watch the telly, don't watch the news, don't listen to any conspiracy theories out there. And unfortunately, some of these people are going to be the people that will go home one night and will wake up in the morning very, 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 very sick. And they're not going to be able to go to the hospitals because, I mean, people are on the floors in hospitals, and people with really serious conditions already in hospital are getting sick. I've spoken to doctors and medical people. I would love to speak to my ex-husband at the moment because he is at the forefront. This is my second ex-husband. He would be at the forefront because he works in the hospitals, so he would know exactly when things like are at. Look, like people are coming into the hospital and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people are dying. The survival rates are much, much, much higher. We have had so many viruses before, but we have never had government shut us down like this before. And here lays the challenge and the problem. People have got kids out that are not actually taking the level of this. And your kid comes home and starts coughing and you can't take your child to the doctors, you can't take your child to the hospital, and all you're going to be told is, we will foam up your front door. I hope you have enough supplies to ride this out for 2 weeks. Please stay away from everybody, and whoever's in that house with you must have to now stay in that home, whether they have contracted the virus or not. And that will pretty much be the way that it will be. I'm going to put I have put Contagious out as well. I should put that up on my YouTube. And the reason, if I put something on my YouTube, is because I support and value the message within it, or it's been a download from the Lord, because I can't listen to Matt. Don't you just love life? Don't you just love how easy it is when you live true to the word? Because it makes things so much more simple. Just little things like that. Just to say, that's... Do you know what the devil just threw at me then? So I just tried to actually just throw at my head. Not crazy, not mad. Just sick and tired of not listening to the Lord and getting upsides the head and paying for karma and crossing lines that, you know, my karma's so quick. If I do something that's against the line of Jiminy Cricket, that's it. Do you know how much I paid for my toilet roll today, by the way, guys? Do you know how much I had to pay for this in the shop? £2.50. Do you know how much I usually pay for in that shop? £1. We usually get toilet roll in there for £1, but obviously they are going to the extent of getting it in, and it's £2.50 actually on the thing. So bless them for running down to a different supplier and going getting a load of bulk, so we have it here. But at the end of the day, the council should have it ready. That community centre down there should already be prepared with all of the basic tools. I've already said, look at Israel, not Israel, sorry. Look at oh shit, will my friend pop up so I can go, he lives there, Iraq. Look at Iraq. You know, Iraq have already been through a massive big crisis where they've had to rebuild their community, and their government every month without fail, I can't remember if people out of their money contribute to the same level every month, or whether government, you know, do what they do. And fantastic to government to releasing, I think it's billions into the small businesses to make sure that people who are self-employed, and I should have registered as self-employed properly before that, and maybe might have to go and do this very quickly this week before this shutdown comes, so I can sit on the tick boxes. But then also it would be better to sit on the universal credit boxes as well now, because there will be safety packs coming into for certain people. The people who are going to struggle are going to be the people who work in jobs that are being, as I said, are going to be the people employed by other people that can't keep up with that business during this time. So care companies are still running, Domino's Pizza is still going, David Lloyd is open. It's all things that are governmental that have actually taken the lead, because obviously they have to do what Boris Johnson say. So I have had words and confirmation on this live, and from a couple of other people, that contacts have been stopped. As people will know, when Aaron and Faith were taken, my contacts kept being stopped because of the snow, because the support workers couldn't get in. And I said, well, hang on a minute, I live up at a supported living place, so at the end of the day they should be living here with me anyway while you're doing this law 1 that you broke. So basically, guys, the countdown will start. It will be, you will know when we're going to go into that 72 hours. That 72 hours is going to be the time where you're either going to go into fear and trauma, and you will isolate yourself, and you will be on your own, and you won't really know what to do. And there's on the 29th, I think it is, 28th of March. It's the day before we go over to April Fool's. So whatever that date is, 31st of March, it's not the 30th, I know that. It's either 28th, 29th or 31st. So whatever date that is, I think it's 31st. And then we go 1st of March. Whatever date that is, on that midnight, at that very, very, very point, we are going to switch over to a new system. And we're going to switch over to... It depends how Boris Johnson does this. or it depends whether Boris Johnson takes advice on this, because I do believe that Boris Johnson is very, very, very aware of the decisions under G7 at the moment. And not just G7, but the people who tell the G7 what will be discussed. And then, of course, you've got the 33. So basically, people are coming together at the moment, maybe sitting a few yards from each other, and probably had each other screened prior to going into the room and discussing it. And you might have someone holding fort in the corner going, I'm not sick, who really wants to get on. But, you know, look bigger than yourselves right now. Look bigger than the fact that, you know, people are running around crazily in shops, emptying out all the shops. Remember, here in Great Britain, it's slightly different. It's what trade deals have been put into place. But unfortunately, these trade deals don't come into play properly until the new financial year. So, on the financial year, what's going to happen is YouTube, Google, all of that is going to be changing over. So we might all lose contact online too. What I'm telling people to do is reconnect with all of your family members. If there is a way of you quickly, before this goes manic, just getting down to the doctors, getting any checks, doing whatever you need to do, whatever, just before all this goes to a complete halt. Events have closed down, you know, big things have closed down, football's closed down, main events are closed down. The great thing is, though, connect to your favourite artists, guys. Connect to your favourite people, because people are actually taking advantage of this quarantine and basically going, yeah, man, I get 2 weeks off. And artists are entertaining you from their front rooms, and people are putting on their own private concerts to entertain you. People like me are being prats, going down and dancing on tables for people. And, you know, I do need to get masks up. So if anyone wants to send to me, I'm not really raving loud, but I'm just going to do it funny. I'm coming up to Mother's Day, aren't we? So I'm basically saying to all the mothers out there to have the balls to go out and walk around in like the maternity surgery stuff. And put a big red X on the back of you or something, and I don't know, just have some fun with it. Just pretend it's a fancy dress concert, because they are. But you know, just don't let the fear get to you, but be practical. Don't put yourself in a situation where the water's been switched off and you can't even wash your hand while you're wiping your ass. And make sure you've got lots of bum cream, because you're going to get lots of rashes and things. And think about the homeless in this time, because they don't have toilet roll, guys. Some of them haven't probably wiped their ass in 4 or 5 years. They don't have toothpaste. They don't have the luxury of the home. And the other thing is thanks to Boris Johnson, yesterday he's announced that he's going to safeguard people's mortgages. So people who have got mortgages, they're going to put 3 months on it. So they're going to protect those 3 months. How amazing is that? And I know that they're putting a lot of money in. So while you're going through this 2 weeks, 2 weeks is an amazing time. If I had 3 days with you, mate, you'd come out with a completely different life. So if you've got 2 weeks now to just basically go in on the first day, just put on a freaking film, whatever, have a bath, chill out, make sure you've got all of the supplies that you know you're going to need for 2 weeks. If you were wise about it, you've probably got, you know, your peppers and little things that you've been growing on your windowsill or last year's, you know, sort of stuff ready. Your freezers are probably ready. You know, your fruit and veg is probably ready. You probably got your coffee and everything ready. And not to the point that, you know, you've taken more than you need. But if you do have too much that you know you need, then keep it in surplus and pack it up and make sure the people in the communities around you, trust me, the Lord will bless you tenfold. It's just money, guys. He will bless you in tenfold. So anyway, these guys are on their way out. People are giving hugs. So make sure the best thing that you can do right now is to not isolate, but be wise and be cautious for people that are vulnerable. There are people in my block right now who are very ill, that are on equipments and things. My neighbour across from me, the one over, has a tube in, and he has the nurses and things come and pick him up every day and take him up to the hospital. So Don't let these people be on their own, guys. There is something that we can all do during this time. But think about in the next 2 weeks, if you could literally go, whoa, this is amazing, 2 weeks. Okay, we can't fuck off to Spain. You know, pubs and clubs are closed. But maybe actually we can get our communities out onto the streets for a bit. We can bring everybody together. We can sit down with people and go, right, who is going to work? Who has got kids that are going to stay at home? And between communities, you can turn around and go, right, I'm going to be going around at night time and making sure, okay, you might have to mask up. So what? You're protecting people and protecting yourself. It's not stupid to defend against something that you can't see. It is, at the end of the day, a respiratory. So somebody like me who already has respiratory problems and heart problems should 100% be masked up. In fact, I could afford to be suited and booted and put a sticker up on my front door to say that there is a vulnerable adult in this home and I am self-isolating. No social workers, no police officers and everything. In fact, I might even do it. I've got one already. I've just got to print it up. Here we go. This is what I have to live with every day. Oh, look, he got his uniform on and his muscly arms. Hey, sticking his fingers up me, eh? Did you see the police officer do that then? With his 2 fingers at me. That's the devil, mate. Even the devil knows I'm talking to him and I'm up here. The copper probably didn't even know. It's a spiritual battle, guys. And you can't hit what you can't see. This is a battle that we've got to fight by making ourselves... Oh, shit, he's coming in. Oh, fuck, he's coming in. Oh, God, please don't be coming to this fucking door. I seriously hate these people coming to my door. No, can I put this sign up on my door that says no coppers, no police officers? Don't be coming to my door. See, how do I know if these people are coming to my door or not? Or if now they are actually now preparing. He's just come in the front door. He has. He's just come in the front door. I hate these people. I hate these people. I hate this system. I hate living in this prison of an institution. I do. But the thing is, the fear is going to come to us all. The fear is going to come to every single one of us that at some point it's going to step into proper... I'm just coming to check to see whether they come to my door. Like, seriously, they're not getting in. Shouldn't live like this. And what he will actually be doing... Can you hear the difference in my voice now? It's dark in here because my light's not on. But look, just the other light on. What he'll be doing now is he'll be going down and basically going to our community centre. Or because I'm filming him, probably come up to my door. Who knows? I have absolutely no idea what they're here for. But that anxiety is something that I've lived with for 7 years since Aaron and Faith were taken. And then obviously... See, he hasn't come back out. And then obviously I came to Portsmouth to heal, and they've done it to me again since I've been here. And then they've done it to me again with the fact that I'm on child protection. So the fact that I'm on child protection, that police officer can actually just come and knock on my door whenever he wants. Social workers can actually come and knock on my door anytime they want. And because we would now be on the child protection list, when the government go through these lists, then we would be considered first point of call to have to do everything that they say. And if we don't do... Oh, finally, I found my keys. And we would be the first point of call to have to do what they have to say. And also, the people in here, this is like the mindset. It's just to do... Thank you, you can't have that. You're welcome. I wondered why you were on about that. Seriously, Shiloh keeps finding my bloody aerosols. I did a video earlier on of the 2 women that went down there. They never, ever put their hoods up. It doesn't matter how cold it is. They just sit down there, and they were really like hiding. It was proper. It was proper sitting down like this to have a fag outside. And that's because... Naughty truck doing. Oh, what's the truck doing? That was them going into that dissonant mindset of government's telling me I've got to do this, but I actually want to do this, but what's the consequences if I don't? And then people are rationalising and going, come on, we've had flu viruses, we've had all of this, it's not that really thing, people are dying, blah, blah, blah. It's happening in China, it doesn't really affect us here in the UK. But if you have a look at the worldwide death rate, then I think you'll start realising, hang on a minute, maybe we do need to safeguard, maybe we do need to quarantine ourselves and accept this 2 weeks, write to our bosses that we might be asthmatic or we might be this, make sure you're getting paid. And as long as you're getting 2 weeks paid holiday, and as long as government's still paying you for the 2 weeks, then what's really the problem? Because in that 2 weeks, you could design a whole new business. You could even, I should have right now had online programs on for people to actually buy my programs and sit in their homes and work through them on whatever it is that you want to do. Do you want to overcome sexual abuse? Do you want to overcome whatever? I could have done that. I could still have it done, but people are going to go back to work and you don't get much time to ever focus on yourself. One of the great things about the fact that I became in a wheelchair was it gave me time to think about changing my life over and doing something different. And these 2 weeks are going to give you that. These 2 weeks, I'm still watching. Boris Johnson could change his mind at any point on how to deal with this. But us as the mere people have to deal with this exactly as the World Health Organisation says we should. Me, I'm telling you, speak to James. I haven't got any on affiliate market at the moment. I could have, I should have had. If I have, then I'll get it out. Obviously, packaging for stuff isn't going to be working right now, but if you properly soon. But if you can get down to the local shops and get supplies, then get yourself College Silver. Make sure you've got your cannabis oils. Make sure you've got your melatonin, aloe vera, plenty of lemon, plenty of ginger, plenty of good quality water. None of this, don't take any of the tap water that's going to come through because it's fucking laden in fluoride and so much crap. And yeah, I mean, if you can get down to the freaking seas and the rivers and boil it, do it the way they do. Talk to your community, see who's already on their own in fear. If you have noticed that somebody in your community hasn't come out for a long time, just go and knock at their door and say, are you sick, are you well? And if they look sick, then obviously make sure that somebody knows that they're there on their own, and put a pack outside their door for some lemon and ginger and water and lots of lovely soups for them and good nutrient things, and get them out to get some form of physical activities, because keeping yourself in we know with the basic cold, when a basic cold or when basic flu comes, when man flu comes, we know what to do. We know to start taking the water. We know to detox from the toxins, because if you're getting this virus, it means your body's already sick. A virus isn't going to penetrate somebody properly, really fucking healthy. There will be something in you that it can get to. It's like a narcissist. A narcissist cannot attack onto somebody who is of a healthy mind. There has to be some wound within you. So it's I'm not officially in isolation, but I could actually, and it wouldn't make any difference. Even if I was in isolation, what they would actually do is they would just put the masks and the uniform on and come in that way. So it hasn't changed. All I'm saying is we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We've got 2-3 weeks, 14 days. It's not there yet. The decisions are coming in. They're checking, obviously, the hospital rates. They're checking, obviously, the mortality rates. They're checking things like, whether people are contracting this virus. But the fact is, food banks have been closed. The fact is, here in Portsmouth, I don't know what it's like for you guys, shops are empty, supplies are down, things are closing. Yes, there's still movement, but you can see it now. It's like walking around the streets 10 years ago when people started noticing that the shops were disappearing once people started putting businesses online. It's not about the virus, it's about the social implications. It's about the fact that once you start distancing yourself, should I distance myself from my son? No, I'm going to hug him. And you know what? If my boys ended up with the virus, I'm going to hug them even more. So, I'm not going to go, hey, take my child, he's got a virus. If my children had the virus, then we come through the healing together. That's in my life, in my the way I like things in my family is you rise as a family and you go down as a family. If one of you is sick, you all have to go back and pick them up. Unfortunately, I don't have that type of family, but it is what I have always obtained to have. And Dean is going to learn very hard, very, very, very fast, that, you know, to be a husband of somebody like me, you've got to be a very, 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 very strong leader. A very strong leader. I couldn't ever be married to somebody who lives in the shadows. What are you doing there, dude? What are you trying to get to? Monster hire events party hire companies. So Shiloh is looking at... Oh, which one of you's pooed? Shiloh, have you pooed? I can't actually open that, dude. Shiloh's pooed, I think. No, I think you have. But I'm out of baby wipes now. We're back to good old fashioned. I'm out of lotions here as well. So all for Asda. I haven't been up to the Tesco's all the way up the other side yet. And I might be quite lucky because not many people around here have cars. So yeah, what am I looking for? What were you looking for then? What was I trying to find? Bouncy castles. Bouncy. So yeah, I'm going to be taking the time to cuddle up with my boys, watch some films, live with you guys until the internet goes down or stays on. We won't know until sort of the end of March, really. Yeah, I put this big one on for you. That's in Poland. Yeah, I have to have a look in Poland, see what they're doing over in Poland. I can't find my hat anywhere. One of you's pooed, so I've got to go and change a nappy.
Shiloh!
Right, so if you're saying it's Shiloh, then it's you.
Shiloh.
Who's pooed?
No, Shiloh!
Well, one thing for sure, guys, we're all going to need a poo in this 2 weeks. We're all going to need to wipe our bottoms. And for that, you need water and something to wipe it with. So maybe, guys, it's back to basics and go and buy some towels, and we're going back to good old-fashioned nappies and things like that. But what great opportunity now to get rid of the shit and start really thinking about good nutrients and good food and
wipe my butt.
telling government what we do and we don't want. And also... Just take this as a time of holiday, and if someone does have community spaces, then take people in.
Get out of here,
I'm going to say watch the World Organization in terms of listening to what they're saying. But yeah, just get on with your lives. Basically, it's going to be difficult. Ice Age. Get out of here, little Ice Age. Get out of here, little Ice Age. So anyway, this little Ice Age is going to get out of here. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. And be careful. With every tip, there is always a root. And if you don't deal with the root of the problem, then you will never eliminate the problem. And this isn't about a virus. This is about social control and eugenics, depopulation, and and maybe we should look after the bats, eh? So anyway, speak later. I'm a coming. Wow. Oh, I so want to go there. Like, seriously.